here's our card. We got Talon. Talon, you're doing a great job. We got Earl Rhodes Jr. We got Cleo. We got Carla. And we got Benny. Let's dig in. So first up, we got Early. This is the one that I'm the most excited for. To use for County Road Z, but also to use for my reskin of Dread Knights. This is the last model that I was waiting on to get that project going. One piece model. Love that. Yeah, with his cargo pants. Big old wood axe. This guy was on the... For those of you that are familiar with County Road Z, this is the character that's on the cover of the first edition book. The original book that Jordan released. Now, it's not really second edition, but the updated, like I guess the 1.5, it's called the Survivor Edition, has just released from Modifius Publishing. So if you have not gone and grabbed that, you probably should. It's a really, 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 really nice book. When you pre-order it, when you do that, you get the PDF as well, so you can go ahead and get that going, start browsing through it, and those books are supposed to ship in like late January, early February, something like that, or late February. Somewhere along that timeline, I believe, is what Jordan said when he was on Indie Invasion. Also, if you're not familiar with Indie Invasion, you should probably go check those guys out. But this game is coming up, man. More and more people are finding out about it, and that makes me happy because it is one of my faves. Look at his backpack. But yeah, this is going to be my kind of Bobby Singer stand-in in my Dread Knight / Supernatural campaign. But also just a really good, really strong looking model. Clean. There's usually very, very little cleanup that needs to be done on black site models beyond the obvious wash it in warm water with soapy warm water before you try to paint it, or else problems can occur. Next up is Cleo. Rocking that shoddy. Blacksite has gotten their resin figured out pretty well. I've gotten like the Yovsiga models that I have, the resin or whatever, plastic, whatever, it's very kind of flimsy. But these are the past few sets of models that I've gotten from them have been really, really, really solid. So I think they got that sorted out pretty well. This feels really solid. Good model. Next up is Benny, who's probably my second favorite. He does come in a couple of pieces because he is rocking a straight up cavalry saber that he's found somewhere. But he's got the sheath in this hand. Yep. And drawing the blade with this hand. The wrinkles on the hoodie and the pocket and stuff. Good detail in the hair. I'm not sure. This is just kind of something draped over his backpack, I guess. Really, really good detail in the hair. Exceptional. And lastly, we have Carla, who, if I'm not mistaken, I think she's on the cover of the new rulebook with her bow and arrow. That looks like a piece of gate that needs to be cut off. That's unusual for their models, but not a big deal. Good. I'm glad to have a modern archer. Like, I have a model that's technically a fantasy model. It's just a girl in kind of flowy dress with a bow and arrow. It works because it could be just a sundress, but this is a lot better. Love the little like toboggan, like not a beanie, but like a legitimate toboggan with the little ball on top of it. It's cold where Jordan lives, so that makes total sense. And then you got her quiver, which I'm not exactly sure it goes, she wears it across her, like her hip. So it goes across her back here. Is that right? Yes. And then, this is the way they have it modeled, but it should be this way. If she's wearing it at her hip, it should be on this side. So I may remount that. Because you don't, well, I don't know. I guess you could draw the arrow like across your body, but I feel like you run a chance of fouling your bowstring if you do that. I think you want to be able to, yeah, I think it should be on this side. Oh, that's okay. I didn't break it. That was just the resin gate. Yeah, I think it should be on this side. And then you fire. This hand stays on the bow, and then you can draw up and then re-knock for your next shot. As opposed to like doing it, I feel like if you're coming from this way, if you've got like a bladed arrowhead, like you could hit your bowstring, your bow could get in the way. It's just, it should be on this side. Yeah, it should be on this side. Anyways, I'm just kind of rambling at this point to myself. Let me not waste any more of you people's precious, wonderful time.
And that, my friends, is going to do it for this look at the limited edition County Road Z Survivors from Black Site Studio. Thanks so much for stopping by, tuning in, hanging out while I opened up some new toys. I hope you have an absolutely amazing rest of your day.